The first disagreement arrived on a Tuesday night at the kitchen table. Rent was paid, the fridge hummed, and a message pinged from abroad asking for help. You opened the budgeting app and felt your chest tighten. This is managing cross-border family financial support, where love meets math and both deserve respect. On the surface, it's dollars. Underneath, it's duty, pride, and the way you learned to care. One of you was raised to send money first and figure out the rest later. The other was taught to save for storms before helping anyone else. Both lessons were born from love. Welcome to Whispered Hearts, English, where we turn hard conversations into steady plans. Tonight we'll translate cultural values into budgets that breathe, set agreements that don't break under stress, and build rituals that keep resentment low and generosity high. You don't have to pick between family and future. You can design for both. Culture writes invisible notes on our wallets. In some homes, supporting parents is a sacred practice that begins with the first paycheck. In others, independence is the gift parents want most for their children. Neither is wrong. Both are languages of care. But there's something even quieter under the numbers. You are not only sending money, you are sending messages. I see you. We're with you. We also need to keep our lights on. If you say all of that clearly, your transfers will feel like connection, not pressure. Start with a story before a spreadsheet. Ask each other, who taught you about giving? What did it protect? What did it cost? Therapists report that couples calm down when they honor origin stories first. Have you noticed how anger fades when someone says, I get why this matters to you? Here's a curiosity spike that can change your plan. What if the goal isn't to agree on a principle first? What if the goal is to agree on a process you'll use every time a request arrives? Process creates safety, even when emotions surge. What would that process look like for you? The simplest map is 3 circles. Circle 1 is house first, rent, food, transportation, minimum debt payments, basic insurance. Circle 2 is future guardrails, emergency savings and long-term goals like school or a down payment. Circle 3 is family support. Money moves in that order, unless you both decide a true emergency changes the dance. Decide on the shape of your giving. Fixed amount every month. A percentage of income that grows as you grow, or seasonal support tied to holidays, tuition, or harvest. Fixed amounts reduce surprises. Percentages scale with life. Seasonal support lets you plan bigger gifts without daily strain. Which shape fits your life best right now? But there's something even quieter that will protect your peace. Name what counts as an emergency. Hospital bills, funeral costs, evacuation or urgent housing. Emergencies are not the utility bill we always cover, if that is foreseeable. When you define the word, you defuse the fight. Create a family support fund that lives in its own account. Automate the amount you both agreed to, even if it's small. When the fund has money, you can say yes quickly. When it's empty, you can say, we'll add next month and send then. Automation turns willpower into a system that respects both of you. Fees and exchange rates nibble at good intentions. Choose transfer methods with low fees and predictable timing. Batch small gifts into one monthly transfer when possible. Keep a simple log of dates, amounts, and reasons. Transparency isn't suspicion, it's shared memory. Here's a viewer prompt to keep you with us. How do you balance helping family and your own budget? What sentence have you used that kept both love and limits intact? Build a 48-hour pause for non-emergency requests. The pause isn't punishment. It's a breathing space for math and feelings to catch up with the ask. During the pause, check the fund, the calendar, and your agreed shape. Then respond with one voice. Midway through the month, schedule a 15-minute money huddle with tea or a short walk. Agenda. What came in? What went out? What might be coming? Keep it short and kind. Consistency beats intensity every time. But there's something even quieter that can make every dollar do more. Pair money with information. If you're sending for school, ask for the receipt and a photo of the supply list. If you're sending for medicine, ask what follow-up looks like. You're not auditing love. You're partnering for impact. When requests are high and funds are low, offer steady alternatives. A monthly grocery stipend instead of random top-ups. A seasonal care package that stretches further than cash. Help with job leads, digital skills or translation. Money is one way to help. It is not the only way. Set a kindness script that contains your boundary. We want to help, and we have a plan. We send on the 1st of each month from our family support fund. We can help with emergencies when we both agree it's urgent. We can't do this amount now, but we can do this smaller amount on the 15th. Scripts keep love visible when no is the answer. Repair matters when the conversation goes off the rails. Picture a summer evening, windows open, the fan clicking slowly. Voices rose. You snapped, "It's not our job." Silence landed hard. You breathe. You say, "I'm sorry. That was careless. I was scared about our bills and I spoke sharp. Can we try again and put numbers in front of us, not each other?" Then you open the laptop together. Research shows that predictability lowers stress. Translate that into money with one visual. A one-page budget you both can read at a glance. Show the circles. Show the amounts. Show when the fund will refill after a big send. A shared picture calms a racing mind. If your incomes are different, decide whether giving is equal or proportional. Equal says, "We're one team." Proportional says, "We both contribute fairly based on capacity." There isn't a virtuous option, only a chosen one. Pick it once and revisit when incomes change. But there's something even quieter that often goes unsaid. The senders sometimes carry guilt. The non-senders sometimes carry loneliness. Make room for both feelings without turning them into rules. I feel proud when we help. I feel scared when we help. Both can live in the same kitchen. Keep an eye on burnout. If you're waking at 3 a.m. to do exchange rate math, the system is too heavy. Lower the amount for a quarter. Reduce the frequency and increase the predictability. Ask another relative to shoulder a small defined piece. Solidarity spreads when someone invites it with clarity. Case story, simplified. One couple set $300 a month into a family support fund. They also set a $500 emergency override per quarter, requiring a joint yes. When a hospital bill arrived, they used the override and texted, "We're with you." Next send returns to the 1st of the month. The family learned the rhythm. Stress dropped. Care continued. Another couple chose a 3% income tithe to family. In good months, they sent more. In lean months, less. They posted the percentage on the fridge with a little heart. The number didn't feel random anymore. It felt like a promise they kept together. If a relative asks for a loan, translate it into your language. Is it a gift you can afford to give with zero expectation of return? If not, say, "We don't do loans within family because it can strain love. We can give this amount as a gift, or we can help in this non-cash way." You spared the relationship a ledger it might not survive. But there's something even quieter that builds trust across oceans. Regular updates in 2 directions. When you send, add a sentence about your life. Work is steady. Saving for a car. Ask for the same. How is the clinic? How's the roof after the storm? Money moves faster when it rides on relationship. Keep seasonal cues in your plan. In spring, taxes and school exams may tighten your cash. In summer evening warmth, travel or weddings appear. In autumn, holidays and family gatherings abroad invite bigger gifts. In crisp winter air, heating bills rise at home. Acknowledge the seasons before the calendar surprises you. Build a tiny ritual to honor giving. Light a candle. Say a 1-line blessing in both languages. And press send. It reminds you this is not only math, it is an act of family. Ritual softens the edges of sacrifice. Fees and delays can still sting. If a transfer fails, resist blame. Switch providers together and test with a small amount. Keep screenshots of confirmation numbers. Share them with family so everyone knows what moved and when. Confusion loves silence. Clarity loves receipts. If you're the main sender to your family, protect your partner from feeling like an outsider. Invite them into the gratitude. Read the thank you messages out loud. Share photos of the school books or the repaired roof. Remind your family to thank both of you by name. Belonging is built on acknowledgement. And if you're the partner without a sending tradition, protect yourself from drifting into quiet resentment. Speak early. I want to be generous and feel safe. Here's the number I can live with. Here's when I need us to pause. Your honesty is a kindness. It prevents explosions later. Here's another engagement nudge. What words have you used that kept a boundary while keeping respect? Drop 1 sentence below. Someone needs that exact line tonight. Long term, put your oxygen mask on, then help others. Build a starter emergency fund before you increase support. Capture employer matches for retirement if you have them. Pay down high-interest debt. These moves protect your future ability to give. Generosity that ruins stability is a short story. You're writing a long one. If a request repeats with no change in the root problem, consider capacity-building help. Can you fund training, tools, or a small income project? Can you pay a one-time bill that unlocks better work? Ask what would make next year lighter for them, then vet the plan together. But there's something even quieter that will hold your love steady during hard months. Put the we in every message. We want to help. We can do this. We can't do that now. You are a team facing the request, not 2 people facing off across a spreadsheet. When conflict spikes, step outside. Feel the autumn leaves skitter along the sidewalk. Breathe in, breathe out. Say, same team. We're scared about different things. Then name them. You're scared of letting people down. I'm scared of falling behind here. After naming, pick a tiny action and a review date. The night will feel kinder. Celebrate wins. The month you hit every bill, funded your future guardrails, and still sent care. Mark it with a tiny treat. Ice cream on the stoop, a long walk with no phones. Gratitude doubles joy. It also makes the next budget talk less tense. If others in the family criticize your boundaries, stay soft and firm. We love you, and we have a plan that keeps us steady. It lets us help for years, not months. Invite them to join the rhythm you set. Some will, some won't. Your steadiness remains. Mid-roll reassurance from whispered hearts. English. You're not selfish for protecting your budget. You're not a hero only when you empty your account. You are 2 people building a life that can carry many people for many years. That is love with a long spine. Consider a quarterly family forum on video, if culture and comfort allow. Share what you can do and what you can't. Invite updates and dreams. Keep it short, stay respectful, and end with something human. Someone's song, someone's joke, someone's baby waving at the screen. Gatherings remind everyone you are people, not wallets. Don't hide one-time sends. Secrecy breeds suspicion faster than any fee. If you stretch to help during an emergency, log it and tell your partner that day. I used the quarter's override for Mum's surgery. We'll rebuild the fund in 6 weeks. Honesty keeps the roof on. If you co-manage money with different pay schedules, build a money calendar. Mark paydays, transfer days, and big bills. Add family birthdays and known needs abroad. A calendar turns, you always forget, into we can see it. Small resentment can't live where everything is visible. Security matters. Use two-factor authentication on money apps. Confirm identities if you're wiring to a new account. Fraudsters love urgency. Never rush a transfer you didn't expect. Call your family on a known number to verify. Caution is not mistrust. It is care for the care. Teach kids, if you have them or hope to, what giving looks like without scaring them. We help grandma with groceries. We also save for your school. Let them drop $1 in an envelope sometimes. Let them press send on a small transfer while you explain. You're passing on both generosity and wisdom. When the year turns, audit your system together. What worked? What hurt? What would make the next 12 months kinder? Adjust the amount or the schedule. Update the scripts. Being flexible doesn't mean being flaky. It means being responsive. Here's one more prompt to ground this in your life. If you had to write one sentence to your family about how you give, what would it be? Try it now. Short, warm, and clear. As you keep practicing, you'll notice your tone change. The panic will fade. The calendar will feel like an ally. The words, "We can do this much," will land without a flinch on either side of the ocean. That is progress you can feel in your shoulders. Close your eyes and picture a spring rain against the window while you open the app. You press send and whisper a blessing in both languages. Summer arrives and you sit on the porch, receipts saved, fund refilling. Autumn comes with its busier bills and you stick to the plan. In crisp winter air, you make hot cocoa and review the year, proud of the quiet ways you showed up. If you're new here, whispered hearts. English is where money talks get softer and plans get stronger. We believe clarity is kindness. We believe generosity lives longer when it lives on purpose. And we believe couples can hold hands and a budget at the same time. We'll end with a community invitation. How do you balance helping family and your own budget? Share one sentence below that has worked for you. Someone scrolling in a stressed kitchen needs that exact line. Helping family is love. Love also needs boundaries that keep your house standing. Keep the circles clear, the scripts ready, and the rhythm steady. That is the quiet, durable art of managing cross-border family financial support.